Hello, dear friends. I interpret the scare event announced for autumn as a positive change. Opinion piece: Hot autumn, Fright event, regime change, world federation, change of world order, high level negotiations, ultimatum of the Black Sun. Let's start. Benjamin Fulford believes that a world party or a world government would take place this fall. In his opinion, the Black Sun organization promises that there would be a conflict if a world federation is not announced this fall. In 2022, a member of Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign shared a video containing the Black Sun symbol, prompting backlash and his dismissal. There are signs everywhere that major moves are being planned against countries controlled by the dark side before the new global agreements, including a new financial system, can begin. If a conflict began in the fall, there is no doubt that the so-called world order, based on rules that are not written or defined, would end. In the face of these difficulties, the Western collective is calling for peace, and high-level negotiations are underway for some type of announcement this fall on the replacement of the post-war international system based on the UN, the World Bank, the IMF, the Bank of International Settlements, etc. Changes. Regime change has already begun in the UK, France and Japan, where summer elections are expected to change current governments. British Member of Parliament Andrew Bridgen wants the world that a false flag attack is planned on a European city to blame Russia. France threatens to bring financial chaos to Europe. France's situation threatens to become critical due to its high debt and a huge structural deficit. The economic impact would affect the entire continent. Multiple sources of information make it clear that this crisis would begin with simultaneous movements. Turkey, which has NATO's second largest army, has already said it wants to join the BRICS alliance. Egypt has also warned that it will end its peace treaty with Israel, and Iran is already on a war footing. A scare event. Interestingly, this scare event announced for fall coincides with Pluto's rising in Aquarius and Pluto's return to Capricorn from September 2nd to November 19th. From this date and for the next 20 years, Pluto will transit only Aquarius. Astrologers announced a long time ago that this retrograde phase of Pluto would bring a temporary crisis that would end up being resolved despite everything. We will have to wait until September to see a more harmonious Pluto, generating a great trine in the sky with Venus and Uranus. A consensus would be installed to produce revolutions more smoothly, and cleaning impending areas would be completed. However, in early November, Pluto would reactivate in inharmonious aspects by forming a square with the Sun and Moon, and an opposition with Mars. This would mark new conflicts on a personal level that would trigger social unrest at the end of 2024. Black Sun. The Black Sun is often associated with the secret anti-globalist elite that influences world events. For example, in Benjamin Fulford's story, the Black Sun is described as a powerful organization that issues ultimatums worldwide, suggesting the creation of a world federation or facing global conflict. The term black sun has also been used in some works of fiction, such as in the game Star Wars Legion, where it refers to a galactic empire. In the Star Wars universe, the Black Sun is depicted as a galactic empire led by a cabal of fallen aliens, operating from the fortress of the planet Mustafar. This Black Sun uses intermediaries to carry out its illicit activities in the galaxy. Esotericism. The Black Sun is used in some spiritual currents as an emblem of power and transformation. In some contemporary movements, the Black Sun is interpreted as a symbol of personal and spiritual transformation. These groups see it as an emblem of the search for hidden truth and inner development. Its aspect of hidden light or secret knowledge is highlighted, which guides the seeker through their spiritual journey. It is also used in setting ritual magic cycles and modern occultism as a talisman representing inner strength and protection against negative energies. In this use, the Black Sun becomes a tool to channel energy towards self-transformation and personal empowerment. In Norse mythology, the Black Sun is considered a symbol of regeneration and transformation. It is said to represent a hidden or spiritual sun that exists beyond the physical sun we know. In this context, the Black Sun is an emblem of the rebirth and the renewal of the world. The Black Sun is believed to represent the original source of spiritual and cosmic energy. It is associated with internal enlightenment and the search for esoteric knowledge. In alchemy, the Black Sun is related to the nigredo, the first phase of the alchemical process that symbolizes putrefaction or decomposition. This stage is seen as a period of darkness necessary for the subsequent transformation and purification of the soul towards the state of albedo or whiteness, and rubedo or redness, stages that represent the illumination and culmination of the alchemical process. Changes. Puffner said, "We are going to see more and more changes within government agencies and within the courts. Institutions and authority figures are losing ground every day. Many have forgotten who they are supposed to be working for. Reigns of confusion. The Ascension has begun, and that is a strange word to many people, but the changing of the ages, as it is called, is happening. Most of you grew up not knowing a thing about that, nor that it was predicted that there would be a time when the world would have to reset. So, a reset is happening, and many are going through many ways because they prefer not to hang out with the insecurity of many things. The poles of the Third World Party are within reach, but it will never turn into a full war because most countries do not have the stomach for it. They don't want it either. Those who do it are from the dark side, and that is clearly understood. The light is winning despite how torrid, turbulent, and painfully everything feels. Put your own candles and maintain the vision you want. As for money, things are on the way, and for a while it will be useful to steer your ship towards a safe harbor. Curious. Dozens of hikers visiting Havasupai Falls at the bottom of the Grand Canyon fell ill with a mysterious ailment according to Fox News. All countries are applying tariffs to China, but China will produce its products in Mexico to avoid the problem. The source of life. There is something more valuable than gold according to alchemical tradition. It is the human seed, which serves to create life and also serves to achieve enlightenment and immortality when it is sublimated. This idea is based on the belief that the human seed contains the divine essence, and that by purifying and transforming it, a higher state of consciousness and an eternal way of life can be achieved. According to Michael Snyder, a company in Switzerland known as Finospac has built a strange hybrid biocomputer called a neuroplatform that combines laboratory-grown miniature human brains with conventional electronic circuits. This saves a lot of energy, but human brains wear out and die, so they have to keep growing new brains to replace them. We are crossing lines that should never be crossed. Benefits of blue color. According to color psychology, blue has a calming and relaxing effect on people, which is perhaps why it tends to have greater preference throughout the world. Regarding its meaning, the color blue or the blue color is related to peace, security, and calm, and also represents trust and stability. On a psychological level, some research has found that the color blue promotes productivity and creativity, while also helping to reduce heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature. Messages. According to Sananda, in the coming days, a large amount of light energy will be integrated into our body. Be kind to these magnificent temples of the Creator. Be in nature, drink clear water, meditate when you can, and rest above all. Be aware of thought, word, and desire. Raise and maintain your vibration at the highest level possible. This will accelerate your path to the higher dimensions. According to Archangel Metatron, a new time has arrived and more truths will be revealed every day. The light of the Creator is flooding Gaia with love. She remains vigilant of thought, word, and desire. All demonstrations are rapidly accelerating. Your power to do so grows stronger and stronger. With power comes great responsibility. Be wise in your choices. Bring to the front your great light, your love, your kindness, and your compassion. Bumpy Ride by Jennifer Farley. Things may seem a little difficult and bumpy. Manifestations don't happen as you think they should. Intentions go sideways, and a general sense of well-being seems to be missing from your daily life. The universe gently reminds you that everything is okay. The energy shifts occurring now are preparing us for big changes in the weeks and months ahead. It is important to remain as centered and peaceful as possible. Not take anything personally. Take care of your energy. When things start to improve, you will understand why this is happening now. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.